Did you know that a simple 1-cent coin in your pocket could tell the story of an entire continent's history? What if I told you that the tiny copper coin you usually ignore actually hides deep symbols of unity, culture, and tradition? This coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a bridge between modern Europe and centuries of heritage. Welcome to Coinx4, the channel where we explore the fascinating world of coins, their history, and the value they carry beyond money. Today, we are going to take a very close look at the 2008 1 cent coin. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary copper-colored coin, but when we dig deeper, we find out that this little piece of metal carries stories about unity in Europe, artistic design, hidden symbolism, and even collector value. Many people ignore the smallest denominations, but numismatists, coin collectors, know that every coin has a reason for its design, and every year tells a different chapter in history. This particular coin, issued in 2008, belongs to the first decade of the euro's circulation, a time when Europe was still shaping its new identity under a common currency. On one side, we see the shared European design, while on the other, we find the national design chosen by Germany, the famous oak twig with acorns. Throughout this video, we will study its design, material, history, minting details, and collector importance. And remember, at the end, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coinx4 for more amazing coin stories. The 1 cent coin was officially introduced in 2002, when the euro currency was launched across several European countries. Before this, every country had its own national currency, like the Deutsche Mark in Germany, the franc in France, or the lira in Italy. The euro came as a unifying monetary system, and the cent coins were designed to represent this union. The 1 cent is the smallest denomination in the euro system, equal to 1/100th of a euro. While many people think of it as having very little value, in reality, these coins serve a great purpose. They help balance exact pricing and keep the economy stable in small transactions. In 2008, Germany issued this specific coin, with its national side showing a strong symbol of nature, the oak twig. This symbol was not chosen randomly. It represents growth, strength, and tradition, values deeply rooted in German history. The common side, designed by Luc Louix of Belgium, shows a globe with Europe highlighted, symbolizing unity across all euro nations. The obverse side, or the common side, of the 1 cent coin is shared by all euro-using countries. On this side, you will see a large numeral 1, which clearly represents the denomination, alongside the word eurocent. To the right of the number, a globe is shown, highlighting Europe's place in the world. This globe is surrounded by lines that symbolize the connection between nations, with 12 stars placed around, representing the original 12 member states of the European Union. These stars are not randomly placed. They are part of the EU flag symbolism. Each line and each star on the coin reminds the holder of the unity, cooperation, and shared vision of the European Union. This side of the coin was designed by Luc Louix, whose initials LL can be found on the design, making it a signature of the artist behind the euro's appearance. The common side of the coin makes sure that no matter which country issues it, there is always a shared European identity reflected in the currency. Now let's focus on the reverse side of the coin, which changes depending on the country. For Germany, the chosen design for the 1 cent coin is the oak twig with acorns, a design deeply connected to German history and culture. This motif was originally used on the Pfennig coins of West Germany before the euro was introduced, making it a symbol that connects old traditions with the new European era. The oak tree itself holds great symbolic meaning. In German culture, the oak is seen as a representation of strength, endurance, and loyalty. It also represents nature and environmental consciousness, which are very important in modern European society. The coin shows 3 oak leaves and 2 acorns attached, arranged beautifully in the center. Around the oak twig, we see the 12 stars of the European Union, circling the national design and blending national pride with European unity. At the bottom, the year 2008 is clearly visible, showing when this particular coin was minted, along with a small letter for the mint mark. The mint mark on German euro coins is an important detail for collectors. Germany has several mints, and each one uses a different letter to identify its production. The letters are A for Berlin, D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, and J for Hamburg. On the 2008 1-cent coin, you will notice a small G under the oak twig, which indicates that this coin was minted in Karlsruhe. Collectors often look for these mint marks because some mints produce fewer coins in certain years, making them rarer. While the coin's face value is only 1 cent, its collectible value can vary depending on the condition, rarity, and mint mark. For example, uncirculated or proof coins from specific mints may be worth more to collectors. This is why even the smallest coin in your pocket can sometimes surprise you when studied carefully. The material of the 1-cent coin is another interesting detail. It is made of copper-covered steel, giving it a shiny reddish appearance. This composition not only makes the coin look attractive but also helps keep production costs low. Pure copper would be too expensive for such a low-value coin, so a thin copper plating over steel is used instead. The coin weighs 2.30 grams and has a diameter of 16.25 millimeters, making it one of the smallest euro coins. Despite its size, the details on both sides are carefully engraved, proving the high level of craftsmanship that goes into minting even the lowest denomination. The edge of the coin is smooth, unlike higher denominations which may have milled or decorated edges. Every physical aspect of the coin, from its weight to its color, is regulated by strict European standards to ensure consistency across all member states. The year 2008 itself holds importance in the history of the euro. This was a time when the European Union was expanding and new members were joining the Eurozone. It was also the period when the global financial crisis was beginning, making the euro a symbol of stability in uncertain times. For Germany, issuing the 1-cent coin in 2008 continued its tradition of using the oak twig design while contributing to the shared currency of Europe. Coins from this year remind us of how the euro held its ground during a tough period, showing the resilience of the European economy. Collectors often associate coins with the events of their year, and 2008 coins are no exception. They are linked with a critical time in world history. From a collector's perspective, the 2008 German 1-cent coin is not extremely rare, since millions were minted. However, its value increases when the coin is in uncirculated or proof condition. Proof coins are special versions made with extra care, often for collectors, and they can be worth more than regular circulation coins. Another factor that adds value is errors. Sometimes, coins are minted with mistakes, such as double striking, wrong alignment, or missing details. Error coins are highly sought after and can sell for much higher prices than their face value. Therefore, it is always recommended to check your coins carefully. Even a small cent can sometimes turn out to be a hidden treasure in your collection. Beyond monetary and collector value, the design of the coin teaches us a lot about symbolism and culture. The oak leaves remind us of Germany's connection to nature and history, while the acorns symbolize potential growth and the future. The stars surrounding the oak show that Germany is part of a greater European family, while still preserving its own national identity. The globe on the other side reminds us of Europe's place in the world and how interconnected nations are in modern times. This makes the coin not just a tool for transactions but also a miniature work of art carrying a powerful message. When you hold this coin in your hand, you are not just holding 1 cent, you are holding history, identity, and symbolism all together. Many people wonder if 1-cent coins are still useful, especially since their face value is so small. In fact, some European countries have already debated removing 1- and 2-cent coins from circulation because production costs sometimes exceed their value. However, countries like Germany still continue to use them widely, as they help in exact pricing and are considered essential for the public. For collectors, this also means that these coins will always have a special place, especially if in the future they are discontinued. Imagine how valuable a 2008 coin would become if, decades later, 1-cent coins are no longer produced. It would serve as a piece of history from a discontinued era. Interestingly, the design of the German 1-cent coin was chosen through a national competition when the euro was first introduced. The oak twig design won because it was simple, elegant, and deeply symbolic. It carries forward the design tradition of the old Pfennig coins, linking past currency with the new euro system.